Whoa, Zoom. Hey, greetings everyone. This is Mike. I'm coming to you from Samurai Geek Designs. If you caught the last video, I don't know what happened. I just woke up on the floor that day. Thanks, Luis Soto, for catching that I was not working with my windows open again. But hey, this is my sign that I am back to work to everyone who's been following me on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So, this past weekend, I have to admit, if you follow our Instagram page, this weekend was my birthday. I in fact turned 49 years old, and I got a lot of toys. For the last few years, as everyone gives me socks, T-shirts. I got a tie one time. I mean, if you know me personally, I'm like a t-shirt and jeans and sneakers kind of guy. I mean, that and all of my jeans and all of my t-shirts all have dots of paint on them. It's just the way I've lived since I was 22. But this right here, welcome to another segment, by the way, of My Toys Are Better Than Your Toys. This is a Build-A-Figure that came in a couple of weeks ago. I worked on it. We started getting some bad weather, so there were some delays on the paint finish, and the paint that that I have been using for the last 4 years was suddenly discontinued. There's nothing I can do about that except move on, right? So the challenge was finding the right shade of material that I wanted for this figure, and getting it to stick on and getting it to work correctly. So this one had a lot of trial and error. So this is the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Onslaught, and this one does in fact have that Magneto style crazy head and not the red skull. I understand that there's a long wait, I guess. I don't do Marvel Legends, so I don't know all the news. I just know what I know from you guys out there in YouTube land. But this guy, I mean, it's really hard to stand him up. The articulation on the ankles is kind of shallow at the front, so there's not a lot of bend on those, so it may topple over. So that's why I kind of have him in this little pose where he's just kind of standing there. And let me see, I'm going to turn him around because I did do everything. Oh gosh, I got to fix that. So, a few issues that I still need to address on the finish here, so I'm going to have to get back on that. But let me see if I can stand it up without it toppling over, and it's probably going to go over. So I'm going to have to end this one anyway with my hand like this. There it is. Alright, so basically I'm going to go back and fix this back issue on this spine thing cape that he has. But the finish is pretty solid again. I'm going to change the color on the gloves before I take it in, and also paint in the eyes the appropriate color. But this guy, this is the first one that we've done for Onslaught, but same method, same plastic as the Hasbro Hulkbuster Build-A-Figure, and we're actually going to be getting another Hulkbuster pretty soon in shop, along with a couple of Marvel Legends that are going to be custom made for a customer. But this one is going out to Buddies Toys and Collectibles downtown, 114 Broadway if you're in the San Antonio area. He's right downtown, right at the first block of Broadway. There's a really cool Thai restaurant that is a couple of doors down. So anyway, yeah, Buddies Toys and Collectibles, 114 Broadway, downtown San Antonio. He has another location at Thousand Oaks. I don't have the address for him, but again, if you're in the San Antonio area, you like collecting this stuff, if you're an adult man with the same Arrested Development issues that I do, that I have, then feel free to stop out by Buddies Toys and Collectibles. 2 locations in San Antonio to serve you. that's where I get out most of my Black Series. In fact, Buddy helped me out with some impulse buys that I had this weekend, and I was able to get rid of some GI Joe figures that I did not quite like. Um, you know how somebody, well, long story short, the only way that I started collecting GI Joes when I was a kid was when I started to run out of things to get as a child, and people were like, "Hey, here's this GI Joe figure. Happy birthday!" So fast forward 40 years, I'm 49 now, and I get two figures from GI Joe, and I didn't quite like them. They don't sit well in my collection, and I wasn't digging the Fortnite look that they all had, but I was able to trade them in over at Buddy's. Got some figures that I didn't have, and that's pretty much my problem now. Is that I bought everything that I ever wanted. The halcyon days of my youth have been restored and are sitting down in my display case with a full line of Hoth action figures from Hasbro. But anyway, guys, that is the Onslaught that is going out to Buddy's Toys. It'll be on display, I guess, for a couple of weeks before it goes back home to his own private collection. But these are available. If you are interested in getting your figure done like this, go ahead and send me a message, either on Instagram or Facebook. If you just search Samurai Geek Designs, you can find us. I'm keeping this one pretty reasonable. There are some flaws in the plastics that make it a little difficult to work with, but if you are just going to use this as a display piece, just give us a holler. Send us an email at Gmail. Again, Samurai Geek Designs. Thanks for everyone who has been sending us work. Thanks for everyone who has been taking a look at what we do. There is a quick wash video tutorial that I put out like maybe 4 years ago that I'm really starting to regret. It's got a lot of views, but there's always some dude who's got to come out and say, "You use spit on your models?" No, I don't. Anyway, guys, you guys have fun, take care, peace out, and we will see you again.